Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Ow. Joke died. Joke dead. Joke dead. Joke died. But as I'm assuming that you have basic English literary. I don't have basic English speaking skills talking about a nigga literary skills. But today we will be watching the freaking, and I didn't change the display over from when I was filming background footage for my podcast. But today, what we will be doing is, and if you want to know how to set all this up, like the whole YouTube TV thing on your computer, so you can control it with your phone, tutorial link in the iCard or whatever. But today, we will be watching the Shredder reveal and gameplay announcement of how he plays and whatnot for Nick All-Stars Brawl. Now, with that being said, let me pull up my remote and press play. No, bitch. Is it playing or not? Okay, it's playing. What you waiting for? Oh, whoa! We got a movement special. Yes. Hey. That side beat. I hope that side. Well, I'm assuming that's a side special, but I hope that side special is as annoying as it looks. Because if so, because Nick All-Stars Brawl, like I said in my last guides for Nickers and other Nick All-Stars videos, this game heavily favors people where you just get to smack the controller against your face and just call it gameplay. So the fact that, let me press up. So the fact that, wait, let me turn the quality up. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place right now. The fact that what the wait, just so you can see it, the maximum quality for this video is 720, so ew. That's number one. And number two, to stop getting sidetracked, this game heavily favors characters that are very... Pause the fucking... Alright, let me exit the remote, stop trying to be fancy. But one thing this game really does well is it favors characters that are very... just press buttons to win. Okay, now rewind, press play. What you waiting for? Get ready. Yeah, these poses are not so flattering. I can turn it down. Okay. Oh, his poses look very same. I hope that wasn't a down smash and that was some yeah, the main grab. Oh, he's gonna be so toxic if they give him a projectile. He's gonna be so toxic if they give him a projectile. Yes, sir. All right, let me stop doing this fancy stuff because this is not working for me right now. This is not working for me right now. 1 second, y'all. Oh, who's that baddie on the front screen? But now that I've stopped showing off, well, fuck it, I might as well start the reaction here. Yeah, well, I tried to watch the first one with some YouTube TV hack, and I wasn't really able to watch it. But the trailer was cool. Whatever, nigga. Restarting. What's good, y'all? Yeah, I'm getting ready to watch Nick All-Stars Brawl. Like I tried to, like this is the same recording, but I tried to do something special and it didn't work out so well. So this is where we're starting. Deal with it or don't, bitch. I thought my frame was messed up on OBS.
Hello everyone, my name
What's
is
good?
Einstein from the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl development team.
Deadass?
Today, I'll showcase the moveset of the devious ninja super villain Shredder.
The devious
Shredder.
who? Hold on,
Showcase the moveset.
Oh, this stage was real. They found, cause like this game, since it was released on PC and it's a platform fighter, like niggas dug in the files. Like they just took the files, treated it like some like you should your ass cheeks when you're washing them, and they spread it open and just dug through there with the washcloth to see what they could find. And this was one of the stage. I think this is based off of a Truth or Dare. I could be wrong.
Of the devious ninja super villain Shredder. Shredder is a combo-centered character who excels at
Every character in this game is the combo-centered character, nigga. He's not special.
rushing down his opponents with a flurry of fast attacks. Time to shred your enemies to pieces.
Does he have a tether grab? Please tell me he has a
Begin
tether
our
grab.
plot for world domination with Shredder's light attacks.
Yo, whoever this new nigga is, they're terrible. Please get Daddy Thaddy back.
Shredder's light neutral is alternating arm slash. He slashes forward with his arm up to
So a
2
real
times
jab.
in a row. His
Oh,
light
yes,
up
sir.
is uppercut.
Woo! Like everybody else is light up.
His light down is ground sweep.
That's worse than the down smash, but you know, let's see what his down smash is. Let's give him a chance. And how much of a disjoint did his moves have? Because right now, like judging by the looks of it, not a lot, because his swords are barely sticking out, and like most of the animation is his arm extending. So I don't think he has a lot of disjoints and stuff like that. But I'll play the character and look at his hitboxes and see if they are deceptively big, because it looks like that might be the case.
Second course of Shredder's air light attacks.
Again with this shit where they keep showing you the moves before they show you the moves. Fucking pay attention. Like, yo, pay attention to Sakurai directs, because even though like they're more homie styled, like he does take care. Like the thing I like about Masahiro Sakurai and why like I like Smash Bros so much is even though Nintendo has their predatory practices, the stuff that is up to Sakurai is of high quality and takes care of the fans of certain respective series and shows or whatever he's showing and whatnot. And I really enjoy that, because even though the Sakurai Presents was more laid back and had a way lower production value, because you know it's cheaper, he still took attention and care and detail and he still put care and detail into what he was doing to make sure that everything that he did had a certain standard, had a certain quality to it. And that's what I really enjoy about the fact that Sakurai has the Nintendo budget. And it's one of those things where I like to talk about everything's best when you have one thing that represents the extreme one and the other thing that represents the exact opposite extreme. So for example, if you have a team with a bunch of people who are just in it, like Nintendo, people who are just in it for the money, versus Sakurai, he's in it for the fans. Yeah, he got bills to pay, but he's more so in it for like the fans and stuff like that. Is great, because Nintendo, they do things that, you know, make the business money so that he can keep doing whatever he feels like doing, and Sakurai does a thing that keeps the fans and nerds like me paying attention so that they keep buying the products. And that's what I think this team doesn't have a nice contrast of. Like, they have that dynamic, but it's not in a good way. Like, in their situation, the dynamic is the same, but they're underfunded. Thing about Nintendo, which I'm not going to go too deep in, is they give Sakurai the money he needs. Like, Sakurai says he needs something, he's getting it, because he does things that bring the fans and that brings in the money. Daddy Thaddy and them, they doing a lot of things that benefit the wrong fans, if that makes sense. They're trying to benefit the fans that ain't gonna bring them in any money, which is something I keep saying, but we're not gonna go into that. You can go watch my video on that.
Shredder's light neutral air is spinning shred. This attack
Is it a
hits
multi-hit?
multiple times and is a good option to build.
It's not a good one because it doesn't look like you could drag. Nope, you can't drag down with it. It has the same property as Garfield down there, making it so that instead of dragging down, it just hits a person multiple times in the same place, which is something I don't like. Because how the hell are you gonna have a combo centric game with multi-hit aerials that don't drag down? That shit is stupid.
Slide up air is frenetic hold.
What the fuck is that?
This move also hits multiple times.
So he's a very multi-hit centric character. So I feel like even though every character in the game is like this, Shredder is gonna be like the shining example of a win. Because like every time you press he's like how I describe Alien in Mortal Kombat X. Every time you press a button, it looks like you're doing something when really you didn't.
And his light down air is
what the fuck is that?
Kick.
Yo, who was that?
Huh?
Who was that banging?
Me.
Shredder's light dash attack is sliding uppercut.
Here we go with the poorly animated moves once again. Oh my goodness. Why did it whoever's on the animation team ain't cutting it. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all niggas is ass. I don't care how hard it is to model stuff like that. I don't, bro. At the end of the day, you're presenting this to people. Like if this was like, for example, Slap City, whatever the name of this shit was, Slapstick City, Slap City, whatever. If it was just an example like that, like the bad graphics are passable because like it's an indie game. Like we know you don't have the resources and funding, but no, nigga, you got Nickelodeon, you got Viacom behind you. Let me repeat that. You got Viacom behind you. You know, in case you didn't hear me, you know, I might have not said it in a manner or fashion where you may have been able to fully and clearly understand and grasp the depth of the statement that I said. You niggas got Viacom behind you. Why is this game animated so poorly? It's like this game focuses way too much on the things that don't matter. Like this game is, and this is like a loose example, but stick with me here. This game is like saying personality is all that matters. Yes, personality does matter. We're not going to throw personality out the window. But when you look at somebody across the room, you don't see their personality. You see how they look. Same thing with this game. When you see this game, where's the cover? When you see this game, the first thing you see is how all the characters look on the cover of the game. You don't see the gameplay. You don't look at the back, see the mechanics. You might see the roster and stuff like that. But first thing you see when you see the game is the initial art style and how it looks, how it's animated. Because most people's introduction to this game is probably going to be a nigga like me who loves platform fighters and is really into the scene playing it, and somebody else walking by looking like, ooh, maybe a little brother or sister, something walking by like, ooh. This is another reason why Smash succeeded so well, because Sakurai was very involved in the art direction and the way that the series was designed, and he really made sure that whatever system he was using, he pushed it to the limits of what can be done and then downgraded it so that it'll be able to work. So he made it as good as possible, and then so that whatever fat he had to cut off and trim, he could do that later when it's time to optimize the game. Here, I feel like they were too, because this game is going on PC, they were way too worried about optimizing the game, so they made a lot of low poly and dog shit looking models.
He slides while charging an uppercut at the end of the dash.
But that move, as like a combo move, I would have to see what frames you could cancel on, like how good it is canceling, because I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't look like a good move. I could be wrong, but it doesn't.
Mastered the arts of Bushido with Shredder's strong attacks.
What the fuck? Not every move has to be a multi-hit,
strong
bro.
neutral is Sap Strike.
I thought he had a tether. Never mind, bro.
He throws out a rope attached claw and then pulls it back. His strong up is Spear Flurry. He unleashes a flurry.
See what I mean? They didn't have to make that move a multi-hit move and animate it the way that they did. They didn't need to, and they shouldn't have. But they did. They did. Bro, why? I'm not liking this character so far. I'm gonna be honest. Like, this character looks like the character.
flurry of stabs with his spear.
This nigga I gotta play for 2 weeks.
And his strong down is Lightning Strike.
Does it even spike? Because
Now,
I don't
let's
think
go
it
over
does.
Shredder's air strong attacks. Shredder's
And he hasn't
strong
stolen for a
neutral air
watch.
is Sword Slash.
All right, this is one of those times where, again, I gotta go back to talking about Sakurai. And one thing that Sakurai avoids a lot of the time, and like now I'm seeing why he does it, is anything that involves characters spawning in items in the middle of the match just to move for use for certain moves in terms of how they're doing it. Like, for example, in none of his other moves, and neither in his idol or anything like that does he have a spear. But whenever he up air, he just magically pulls a spear out of air. It doesn't look good when characters do that. That's why, like, now I'm starting to understand why Sakurai has characters where it's like, if they have a sword, they use sword moves, generally speaking. Like, there's some exceptions, but in the exceptions where that is the case, it's like a mechanic or something of that nature.
His strong up air is Takedown. He grabs an opponent above him, then falls and slams them to the ground.
How do you steal a good move from a good game and make it bad, bro? By the way, I'm not saying they stole that from Smash, but they stole that from Brawlhalla, because anybody who plays Brawlhalla knows the pain, struggle, and or fun and joyous occasion that is Gauntlet Strong Up. Because for context, Gauntlet Strong Up is a move that basically does what Shredder does, but it doesn't slam you. They command grab the person and throw them below you so that you could combo them and send them down more. In this game, they just straight got rid of that. They took a move in a game full of You know what? I can see for some people that may seem like something refreshing. Me personally, that seems like a bad move to add to this character in specific. That seems like a bad move to add to this character specifically, because I feel like that's gonna do nothing but make him campy. Like, it's just gonna make a character that's just gonna hit you away until it's time to put you over the ledge and just GG's. Like, I don't like what playstyle that move specifically is going to promote. I hate to be critical of this game, but it is what it is.
He then unleashes them into a combo-ready position.
Oh, what? You see the hit stun on that move?
Then unleashes them into a combo-ready position.
By the way, this whole time, he can't move. He can't move. He can't move. And then by the time he is able to move, Patrick is all the way up here, so he can't really do anything to follow up. How is this a combo-centric move? This is just a campy move, bro.
And his strong down air is Cross Slash. He floats briefly while charging the attack, and then dives down, dealing damage on impact.
So it just has the dumb amount of startup. Got it.
You can slightly tweak the location of the impact with the joystick.
So that's basically up B. I can't like Orion from Brawlhalla. I just said the names came like 3 seconds ago. But like Orion from Brawlhalla, that's basically what that is. You jump up, you get to move back or forth for a second, and then you go down.
Shredder's strong dash is Whirling Blades.
I bet you it's a multi-hit. My transition's messing up. Please just take me on the whirly-dirly of doom.
We'll now feel the fury of the Foot Clan with Shredder's special attacks.
Oh, what is that up special?
Neutral special is Slash Burst.
Y'all niggas stole that from Brawl Out. The sword nigga in Brawl Out, that was his side special move. Y'all niggas not slick. So not only are you just straight up stealing moves, you've made them worse. Well, I don't understand this, bro. How do you steal things and make it worse, bro? What?
First, he quickly moves horizontally across the stage, dealing damage. You can slightly tweak the trajectory of the movement with the joystick. Use this move as an alternative recovery option.
So all of his other moves are multi-hits, but you decide to make this move a single hit move and a move that will benefit from actually being a multi-hit move. Yo, just as somebody who's been playing platform fighters for a long time, and like I understand like the basics of like game design and stuff like that, it's like some of this stuff is made by like a fan team that doesn't realize like, yo, we have to make money off of this game. It feels like they're just making the game purely out of passion. It feels like they're making the game for themselves. Like, other people have to play this game. You do realize this, right?
When above the stage. His
What is
up
that?
special is Slashing Whirlwind. Performs 3 upward slashes with held poses at the end of each.
So Sephiroth, but worse. That's what you made. Worse Sephiroth. And can you side B into up B, because that's really important.
The first slash goes forward, the second back, and the last one.
And you can't even hold people in it. Because Patrick is in this game in fighting terminology, like I call super heavies fat asses, and in this game, essentially Patrick's one of the fat asses of the game. So the fact that move doesn't even hold the fat ass means I don't even think this move will be able to hold Reptar because he's heavy, so he's more likely to fall out of the move.
Forward again. Use this move against weakened opponents midair or as set.
What percent did that kill out with no DI?
Forward, the second weakened opponents midair.
So this move only kills at 160 with no DI, meaning it doesn't kill to 200%, meaning it doesn't kill Reptar till his health percentage looks like a zip code.
Or a satisfying finisher. His down special is Super Charge. He charges a powerful buff for a second, making him deal more damage with his strong attacks.
So now y'all stealing mechanics from Hero. Bro, it's nothing wrong with borrowing things. Alright, let me put it like this. When you borrow things from other games, it can either be a strike against you or a that doesn't matter. Because when you borrow things from other games and franchises and use it as inspiration, but you do it good, people really don't mind. People really don't care. I mean, the copyright on it might have a thing or two to say about it. But in terms of like viewers, fans, people watching like me, we don't really care as long as you do it good. But when you do it bad, oh, you really did it bad. Because it's like now you ruin our expectations of... All right, let me explain it like this. When you steal something and make it worse, it makes me just want to go play whatever you stole it from. So, for example, if they made Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and put it on PC, Smash Splash would have no following, would have no scene, it would have none of that like it does right now. Because guess what? People would just say, why would I play Smash Flash when I can just play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on Steam? Get me? Because they're taking stuff that's in Smash anyway. So except for competitive people, like, well, actually, there's a difference between the engines. People who are casual players, most of the fan base, are just going to say, why don't I just go play this instead of doing that? Like, for example, why would I play, let's say, I don't know. Let's say, for example, a movie. Let's say I had a DVD player and a Blu-ray copy of Black Panther. Why would I watch the dog shit movie in dog shit quality on like a bootleg website when I can just pop it in a DVD player and watch it at high quality? Or, you know, assuming that your PC has a DVD player, which, why not just pop it into my PC and watch that full quality instead of going to this bootleg website and watching it in low quality? I mean, that's a loose example. Again, a lot of loose examples today. That's more loose than your older sister's coochie, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Hit or miss, the damage buff lasts until you perform 3 strong attacks. The charge animation leaves you a bit vulnerable.
My thing about this mechanic is,
What's better? What you think is better, Wi-Fi extender or booster?
depends on what your purpose is.
Extender. Better Wi-Fi downstairs.
Then extender, because booster is really just in terms of speed and making it stronger, but extender is distance.
It's range, yeah.
Yeah, because the strength of both these Wi-Fi's are really fine since like the load is being split, so it's really just a matter of distance.
Yeah, I want to extend the distance so it'll work better, and I'm gonna be downstairs, and I don't want to have to bring that upstairs to work for school.
Yeah, so you better off with an extender. Well, Zoom and all that, you could just use Zoom from your browser, honestly. Because Zoom from your browser works better.
No, I got all that. That ain't the problem. But as far as me working and doing stuff with Wi-Fi, holding and pausing, no, I don't want that. I want to extend it. Well, yeah.
Yeah, but you should be fine because, like I said, the load is now split, and when I was doing it, it was fine even when the load wasn't split.
I want to go. I want to eliminate that. So.
All right, yeah, you're better off with the extender then. The extender glitch, no Samus. I forgot what I was saying.
Does it matter?
Does what matter?
Which one I get?
Yeah.
What?
Well, it depends on who you're getting it from, because like certain services might use the word interchangeably. So just like whichever one you get ready to order, just like look at reviews and stuff like that to make sure it's actually they actually making the distinction and they not just using it as a buzzword.
They don't say Wi-Fi extender. I see you also say Wi-Fi booster and extender.
Alright. What was I saying?
So try to
Oh, the thing about this mechanic is, in this context, the mechanic number one, number two, and this mechanic in this context doesn't make a lot of sense because it's like, yo, in what episode did Shredder do? What episode did Shredder go, Kaioken, and get a power up? That's number one. Why didn't you pick something that's an actual reference to the TV show? Number two, this mechanic in this context doesn't make a lot of sense in terms of his moveset. Like, it doesn't change the properties of his move other than just make it stronger. Like, if y'all put some actual depth into this and gave him like 3 different modes, or what y'all could have did was make some type of something up where he kidnapped Leonardo, where he kidnapped and stole the weapons from, who's in there? Is Leonardo Donatello. He kidnapped Raphael and he kidnapped Raphael and Donatello, and his down special is he's able to use their weapons in order and for certain moves. Like, for example, his strong up, you could either use a sai or a bow staff for it, and it'll be different moves depending on which one you have, or you can switch back to his regular claws. And when he's using moves that don't use his claws, he could retract his claws and just have bare fists and whatever weapon out. That right there, I just thought of that in 15 seconds. Why am I, somebody who has no game design, no educational and formal game design background and or experience in terms of designing games, why is it I am able to think of better ideas and mechanics versus the people who have literally made an entire successful platform fighting game that has sold decently well for an indie game and has funding and backing by a whole studio? Why am I able to think of better ideas? This should not exist. Like, I'm always going to be able to disagree with the ideas because, you know, I have opinion, but I shouldn't be able to sit here and in 15 seconds make up objectively better ideas than your whole character. Because this character right now is another, like, you know what this feels like? This feels like the people who made this game didn't watch any of the shows. Like, there are a lot of characters in this game with out of place moves. Like, my favorite example is Aang. Since when did this nigga Aang use his staff in any episode? Please tell me. Please show me the episode where this nigga was beating the brakes off people with his staff. The answer is there aren't any, because it's rare that he uses his staff as a weapon. Same thing with Shredder right now. Why is he using a staff for his up special? What? When? What episode is that? What episode is that? What they should have did is, like I said, go with the idea I just made. There's 1,000, they don't even have to go with that idea, but there's 1,000 better ideas than what they did. This character feels like they were really, really, really strapped for time, and they just said, hey, look, when you ain't got no place to look, just become a crook, start stealing. Y'all stole. Like, how do you steal ideas and make it worse? I don't get it. Like, this hurt my head, bro. Can somebody pass me an ibuprofen?
To activate the buff while your opponent is recuperating. And finally, Shredder lets their opponents know they're going down. Alongside Shredder, we present you a new stage, Slime Time.
Slime Time.
This is a medium stage with no hazards and 3 platforms.
Is this 20? No, it's not legal.
So stay clear of
I was gonna say it's illegal, but the answer is no.
Opponents towards the angular shapes of the.
Wait! Did they say you can't jump through the middle platform with that? Because if so, this stage is super legal. This stage might be a little bit more legal.
Towards the angular shapes of the platforms for some.
Oh hell no! This stage ain't legal. Never mind. Any stage that has like significant ceiling teching, instantly illegal.
KOs.
Because infinite.
Don't you double dare skip this stage. And now, let's revel in Shredder's ninja supremacy in a real match.
I'm gonna play the game for myself, then do a guides for knickers on it. And please let this transition work. No, it's not gonna work. My overall review of what I'm seeing so far of this character is, like I've been saying the whole time, he looks like a very push button and poorly designed character, because there are some characters in this game that do have decent designs, but it is very heavily overshadowed by a bunch of characters that have just ayo what the fuck type designs. Like, for example, why is Helga a zoner with a projectile that sends you close when you're close and sends you away when you're away? That doesn't make sense. Like, in theory, it sounds like a good move. In practice, when you see it, you go, ayo, who the hell approved this? Like, what the fuck? It's one of those things where I go like, yo, I love to see more games in a platform fighter space. I love to see more games just entering the space. But I personally have more of an attachment to a bad platform fighter game that's like this, because again, as I mentioned earlier, all it does is just make you go, why would I ever play this when I can just go play Smash? And that really hurts the scene, because it just makes it like I said, most people who see games like this, they still just call it Smash Bros for blank. Like, for example, nobody describes Mortal Kombat as Street Fighter but you can kill anymore. At first they did, but now they don't describe it as Street Fighter but you can kill anymore. Now they describe it as a fighting game. Even though like it has brand recognition on its side, my point is people recognize it as a fighting game because it has its own identity. The thing about these kind of games is when you're using other people's property, OPP, it's hard to create an identity for yourself with games like this. And then things like this don't help anymore, because like half of his moveset is just stolen moves. And they're not even good. Like, if they did things that made sense for the character, then I'd be like, cool. Because, like, for example, Garfield, a lot of his moves were also stolen. But the reason why I was happier with that character is because they made, even though it's not the type of character I like, they made sense for the character. In the context of the character, the moves themselves on an aesthetic and a gameplay level made sense, except that whole up smash, down smash situation. All of his moves make sense for the character. There are references that we get. Once we see those references, we're like, okay, that makes sense. Now, gameplay wise, it's different. I'm just talking about in terms of, do they make sense for the character? A lot of Shredder's moves don't really make sense, and they just make you go, hey, yo, what? Why did they give him this move? Overall, like, this game just, I want to like this game. I'll describe the game like this. Like, have you ever wanted to like something very, very bad because of your own personal biases, and it was so bad that you couldn't ignore it? That's what Nick All-Stars is. It's so bad I can't ignore it. And then the fact that it's sponsored by Nickelodeon, like, that hurts and helps it at the same time. It hurts it because it's like, I know Nickelodeon doesn't throw money towards these type of things, but people who just casually play the game for 15 seconds don't know that, and they're just gonna go, yo, this game kind of trash, not gonna lie, and drop it and never play it again. And that's why I enjoy stuff like multiverses and what it's looking like it's gonna shape up to be and things like that. But with that being said, I'm gonna stop talking before I parrot myself some more. Peace out, y'all. Don't forget to eat the booty like a bunny. Okay, bye. If your mom looked like a dyke, but she still got a coochie, I could hit it from the back. And with that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit all those links in the description. I am talking for a very long time. Peace out, peeps and peepettes. I'm saying my old intro. So just don't forget to eat the booty like a bunny. Okay, bye.